pays early dividends with a three-pointer off the offensive rebound.
2 7-footers right away. That's the first time Kelly touched the ball. Knocks down a three.
Ends the 8-0 Laker run, 14-11. Lakers lead in possession. Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the half. A rip-through move as Dwight Howard was trying to get by Olynyk, who picks up his first personal foul and the second team foul against Miami here in the first quarter.
Miami has taken 9 shots. 5 of them have been from 3.
Can't think of a worse guy to foul 20-some feet away from the basket than Dwight Howard.
Good point. Inbound to Caldwell Pope, over to James in the middle of the zone, finds Anthony Davis, an elbow jumper misses, rebounded by Miami. Tyler Hero, age 20, getting a final start here for Goran Dragic. They'll go to Butler in the left corner, back up top. Hero lets fly on a three. It's a miss off the front rim and right to Anthony Davis.
Pretty good look, though.
AD moves into the front court with the Lakers leading by 3. Butler picks him up at the three-point line. Over into the left corner, KCP, his triple try misses, and Jay Crowder grabs the carom.
0 for 4 for the Lakers from three-point.
Who were phenomenal from three-point land. Here's Crowder going right by a Butler pick, and he had the Red Sea parted for an easy jam.
Just inexcusable lack of attention to detail defensively. To me, no urgency from the Lakers right now.
14-13, James against the Miami Heat D. It's KCP driving in the middle of it, sending it out to Danny Green, a corner three, and another three-point miss. 0 for 5 for the Lakers from distance. So Miami now down 1 in possession as we cross 6 minutes to go in the first. Olynyk on the three-point line. Thought he had a seam, tried to pass it down low to Robinson, intercepted by Green. Down floor James, he wants a three. They give him about 20 feet. He lines it up and knocks it home as the Lakers lead 17-13.
Well, he breaks the ice. And straight misses from 3 at one point for the Lakers.
Corner, Hero has it. Up to Butler on the angle right. Bodies Howard, gets a shot off. No good, but he'll get to the line as Dwight Howard picks up the personal foul.
Yeah, lest we forget that LeBron James 3 came after the Kelly Olynyk turnover. You cannot afford to turn the ball over against Los Angeles. They get down the floor so quickly. Unbelievably, nobody picked up LeBron. He actually could have taken 3 more dribbles and got inside the free throw line, but he just stopped his dribble, and when no one came, he took the 3.
Jimmy Butler at the line. First of 2 is no good. He could have read Adam Silver's name on the ball about 5 times before he shot it. The commissioner, of course, is in the green zone. The big bubble downstairs taking this one in as Rajon Rondo replaces Danny Green. And LeBron James gets an early rest. Kyle Kuzma in as well at the 5:30 to go mark here in the first.
What would you say if I told you that in the playoff games, the Lakers are actually out shooting the Heat from 3 overall, 35.8 to 35.5. They've been above their level, the Lakers, in the playoffs.
Butler splits the pair, 17-14. Lakers up 3, 5:20 left first quarter. Rondo on the left against this Miami zone. They go to Kuzma on the right, looking for AD in the middle. Kuzma will shoot the 3, and he'll drain it over the top of it. And that's probably the game plan tonight for Eric Spoelstra. Right? Let them shoot as many threes as they want. Kendrick Nunn is in the game. Finds Olynyk. He'll let fly on a 3. Missed it right on the mark. And AD rebounds for the Lakers. AD to the front court quickly. Right to the three-point line. Gives it to Kuzma. Ball fake on Jimmy Butler. Didn't play. Over to
I saw him mouth "no way" to David Guthrie. As usual, who's ever guarding Dwight Howard is hooked up with him. It's just Dwight's got a knack for getting his arm underneath your arm, and then now it's a wrestling match with whichever foul the referee's going to see first.
Olynyk has 2 fouls. He's staying in. Crowder out. Iguodala in for Miami. Off the inbound, Rondo free throw line. Lob is too high for Dwight Howard. Miami will take over off the turnover. Iguodala feeds Duncan Robinson and quickly back to Iguodala. Now over to Robinson. Corner 3 from the left. Bounces off the rim. No good.
Second good look he's had.
20-14. Lakers by 6 with 4:20 to go. First quarter against the Heat. Kuzma bumping against Kendrick Nunn up high, stops, just left of the circle. Quick pass to Dwight Howard, who's on top with 8 to shoot. Now hits Kuzma driving down the post, who catches and lays it in.
They can't afford those kind of defensive mistakes. Kuzma just went right to the basket and basically uncovered.
Lakers with an 8-point lead under 4 minutes to go in the first. Nunn passing on the top. Robinson, quick three as he's fouled, no good. I mean, if he was fouled, it was a touch foul. The shot just went off the rim and out, and 3 free throws coming for Duncan Robinson.
Maybe that gets Duncan Robinson going because he's really struggled to get good looks.
My goodness gracious, looking at the replay, ridiculous. It was very, very little contact. It was Duncan who actually jumps a little bit into Rondo.
They're going to challenge.
Yeah.
An early use of the challenge here with 3:53 to go in the first.
The only possibility is the feet. If his foot got underneath Duncan Robinson's when he landed, other than that, there's no contact.
So Frank Vogel using his challenge early. And at 22-14, Lakers leading the Heat will step away with 3:53 to go. First quarter, game 2.
In the ruling of a foul on the play.
This is the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indy.
with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Weekday morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio, and on ESPN News. Without Goran Dragic, without Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler was asked if we would see his fingerprints all over this game.
I got to be able to do more. I got to impact the game a lot more than I ever have before. Right now, in the next 4 wins for us, I think myself, Goran, we get him back, Bam, Tyler, everybody. We have to play damn near perfect basketball, but we're going to have to impact the game in so many more ways.
Jimmy already is. 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He is 0 for 2 from the floor. He's got 1. Kesty Duncan Robinson's going to the line for 3, because for the second game in a row, the Lakers tried to challenge early. Back to you.
Yeah, early challenge, unsuccessful challenge on the Rondo foul out beyond the arc. We've looked at it a couple of times. I mean, if he got him, he bodied him on the hip, maybe, but Duncan Robinson is going to shoot 3 free throws. PJ, though, getting back to Jimmy Butler, the 4 assists on the 5 made free throws. We talked coming on the air about leaning on Jimmy Butler tonight.
No, there's no question, and Jimmy Butler realizes that. That's the good thing about him. When Eric Spoelstra was talking to us about him, far from ducking it, he welcomes it. He says, put it on me. Fourth quarter, I'll take big shots. Guys missing tonight? Yeah, it's on me. I've got to do more. And I like the way he's passed the ball. He had a turnover early. He's attacked the rim, and he's got 4 boards. He's really active on the boards. I'm looking for big minutes and big numbers from Jimmy Butler. And don't forget, he's not 100%. That ankle is still not 100%.
4 assists on the 5 made field goals. Correcting myself there, is Duncan Robinson has the first 2 of 3 free throws in. Robinson had a scoreless game number 1. Was 0 for 3 from three-point land. He buries 3 free throws there, get Miami within 5.
He had a scoreless game number 2 going also. Those 3 free throws are a gift to him.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's gone the distance so far here in the first. 3:44 to go. They go to Rondo out on the right, looking for AD in the middle of this Miami zone. Now to Kuzma, baseline drive, opposite corner pass. KCP, his three-pointer goes off the top of the backboard and comes down to Kendrick Nunn. Nunn right down the middle of the floor will pass to the wing. Olynyk squares for 3 on its way. No good. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Zone has been good for Miami primarily because they're rebounding very well out of it. They're limiting the Lakers to 1 shot.
Going man here against Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out on top of the arc, guarded by Robinson. Goes to the left side to Rondo with 5 to shoot. Rondo triggers a 3 and connects.
Really blown away by his 3-point shooting, level of confidence. That time he was trying to enter the ball into the post. Iguodala was daring him to meet him.
25-17 Lakers. High-low pass to Butler. Fouled by AD right at the 10. That'll be foul number 1 on Anthony Davis. Rajon Rondo Doris is shooting 41% in the postseason from 3.
You have to be a threat. If you're on the floor and you're not a threat from 3 in the modern NBA, your team is basically playing 4 on 5.
Jimmy Butler will go to the free throw line here. Butler, 1 point here in game 2 with those 4 rebounds, 4 assists. The first of 2 is good as Miami trails 25-18.
And Jimmy Butler's number 6 in the playoffs in terms of free throw attempts a game. He's going to the line 8.9 times a game. Tonight he's been going to the rim, and the size has bothered him a couple times. Inability to finish, but he is going to continue to attack the rim. There's no question about that.
Butler's second free throw good. LeBron James and Alex Caruso checking in for the Lakers in between free throws. 25-19, Heat within 6. 2:50 left here in the first quarter. Rondo at the top, AD setting a high screen. They go to Caruso on the right. Back to Rondo inside the arc. Loops it out to the right side. Caruso, bounce pass down to James, inside to Davis. Wow, and he slams it home.
Size at the top of the zone, a little less size at the bottom. Easy pickings down there right in the restricted area.
Solved well by the Lakers. 27-19 LA. Three-pointer none, no good from the top. Rondo grabs the rebound. Rondo into the front court. Now Rondo accelerates down low, switches hands, layup, no. Kuzma, offensive board. Now the ruling is out of bounds against the Lakers off that Kuzma rebound.
Kuzma's very active tonight, moving without the ball, dribbling, finding teammates in the opposite corner. LeBron made a good pass. He was down in that short corner spot along the baseline. They had to play him, and AD just walked right into the rim.
27-19 Lakers. Heat with it. Kendrick Nunn Nunn on the right against Caruso. Takes him to the free throw line. Backs up beyond the three. Passes. Gets it back. Nunn now against LeBron. Under the basket. Layup around and down for Kendrick Nunn.
They need somebody else to step up, and I think it's got to be Kendrick Nunn or Tyler Hero to give them some pretty good numbers tonight.
Lakers by 6. Kuzma, a wild drive into the lane. Jump stop. Tried to pass behind the back and tossed it out of bounds.
Those are the plays that have become less frequent, but that is a mindless turnover. Execute against the zone. You're rushing. There's so much time left in the shot clock. Kyle Kuzma's eliminated bad shots and dumb decisions for the most part. That was one where he would love to have it back.
Kelly Olynyk made a good play, slid over in front of him, and he was up in the air and didn't know what to do.
Here's Olynyk before the shot at the free throw line, fouled. I think they're going to get Anthony Davis on that one. That is just the 4th Lakers foul this quarter. It'll be cited for Miami. Check it. It was Kuzma with his first personal.
I actually think Miami has played well to this point, and yet they still trail by 6.
27-21 the Lakers. Far left side, Nunn looking, still looking, count is on, and it's a 5-second violation. Turning it over to the Lakers on a simple side inbounds. 27-21 Los Angeles.
Not so simple when the defense is into you and being physical, as Frank Vogel loves to preach.
Now is Caruso at the top for the Lakers. LeBron's in the middle of the zone at the free throw line. They go to Rondo on the right. Rondo gets it to LeBron out on the right corner. Back to the basket against Nunn. Skips it left side. Rondo open for 3. Missed that one. Caruso tips it out to the perimeter. Kuzma got it poked away from behind. Here comes Miami with a 3-on-2. Nunn drops it for Butler. And they'll wipe it off as he laid it up and in. It's an offensive foul charge.
Alex Caruso just exceptional defensively. Sees Kendrick Nunn coming at him directly in the middle of the floor with a full head of steam. Understands that he's going to give up a pass, so he's got to make the play defensively, gets himself outside the restricted area. Caruso's so good defensively.
Yeah, we brag about Kyle Kuzma, and then he turns the ball over 2 times in a row.
Pass inside to LeBron, middle of the zone. Quick pass down low to AD. Hammers it home. Crushing the zone the last couple of times. 29.
Napa know-how.
James, he wants a 3. They give him about 20 feet. He lines it up and knocks it home as the Lakers lead 17-13.
LeBron James with 5 points in the opening quarter. Balanced scoring for L.A. 29 points total. And Marquestas, Doris Burke, P.J. Carlissimo, 18 in the paint. Lakers by 6 in game 2. We go to the second quarter. Back to you in Orlando.
All right, thanks a lot, Kev. I know, Doris, you were tracking. See, the Lakers, everything was up close. 77% on their 2-pointers versus their 3 of 12 from 3.
Yeah, their backcourt, starting backcourt, Danny Green and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 0 for 6 from 3. You got to believe they'll start to make shots at some point. But how about Jimmy Butler saying he wanted to do more? Kesty, he was responsible for 65% of the points scored in the first quarter by the Heat.
And Jimmy Butler will begin the second quarter on the Miami bench. Jay Crowder's back in with Andre Iguodala, Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, and Kelly Olynyk. Iguodala brings it across, playing his 6th straight finals, finds Nunn at the top, uses an Olynyk screen, shoots from 20 off the rim, no, right to LeBron James. James with AD coming up floor, rather Markieff Morris. And Morris takes the pass from James. Air ball on a 3. Unfortunately for Jay Crowder, tried to get the offensive rebound, but was out of bounds.
Lakers, boy, what a struggle to start from 3. 3 for 13 and an air ball by Morris.
In contrast to that great run in game 1. Caruso has it at the top, just underway second quarter, 10 to shoot. Guarded by Crowder, cuts to his left, 2 passes into the corner, James. Robinson gets up on him, 4 to shoot. Now James, step back 3, knocks it home out of the deep left corner for the Lakers. They're 4 for 14 from 3. 2 of those triples coming from LeBron James with 8 points early. 9-point lead for the Lakers, their largest of game 2. Crowder left wing. Kuzma doing jumping jacks defense. Pass over to the right side, Nunn. Nunn drives into the lane, dishes to Iguodala. One dribble, puts it up and in. 32-25. Miami back within 7. Minute gone by here in quarter number 2. Alex Caruso against the 2-3 Miami zone. Passes out, gets it back, left wing 3, around and down, back-to-back triples for the Lakers.
Alex Caruso has not shot the ball well from 3 in the playoffs. That's a big one there. No big man on the floor right now for Los Angeles, so they're a little vulnerable at the rim.
10-point Laker lead, their largest. Robinson, a handoff at the top, right side to Crowder. Tried to drop it inside to Iguodala, but a foul as he was fouled from behind. 10:27 to go here in the second quarter. Rondo will pick up his second.
Rondo got caught, matched up against Iguodala in the post, tried to go 3/4 around and make the steal, but Iguodala, so experienced, just refuses to concede that.
And Rondo with the 2 fouls will head to the Laker bench. Danny Green's going to check in. Iguodala came over from Memphis in the trade that brought Jay Crowder as well. Big move for the Miami Heat. At midseason, off the inbound, Olynyk will hand off to Robinson. A little bit of space, gets off a 3, no good. Tried to sell the foul, none called this time. Nearly 2 minutes gone by second quarter. 10-point Laker lead. James up high against Andre Iguodala. They've had many finals battles before. James jump pass to Kuzma. Finds an opening for 3 off the rim. No good. Crowder with the Miami carom. Over to Nunn. Front court, left side. Tried to go behind the back with a dribble. Lost it, got it back. They work to Olynyk at the top. Feeds Nunn on the 3-point line. Now left side, Robinson. 10 to shoot. Contested 3. No good. Ticks the front rim down to Markieff Morris. Still with a 10-point Laker lead. James trying to bully his way into the lane at a tip, but it trickles into the corner to Green. Back to LeBron. He'll face up against Iguodala 20 feet from the hoop. Ball on his left thigh. Makes his move into the lane. Gets underneath. Puts it up and in. And one. The strength of LeBron James on a drive to the basket.
And that was against a good defender against Andre Iguodala, but he just got him going backwards and then just forced his way the last 2 steps. Switched hands. Ended up finishing. He's got the ball tucked on his right side, and then he just reaches back and shoots it with his left hand off the glass.
Come on now. Andre Iguodala, big, strong upper body, and LeBron James just goes right through him. Oh, my goodness.
He did not go around him.
That's right.
Missed on the 3-point opportunity. Rebounded by Olynyk. 12-point Laker lead, 37-25. 9:20 left in the half as Kendrick Nunn blows by Caruso. Gets fouled as the ball was shot up in the air, went over the backboard. And Kendrick Nunn, for folks who haven't followed the Miami Heat this year and maybe only followed them in the postseason, but he was the main starter for much of the year. 67 starts, averaged over 15 points per game, but contracted COVID-19, Doris, and he was down for quite some time as they came to the bubble, and Dragic took a spot.
Missed 25 days of what was essentially your second training camp. Dragic enters the starting lineup. They fly all the way here to the NBA Finals. Dragic was their leading scorer in the playoffs. I mean, credit the young man for having a bounce back in game 1. What a great story.
Because he had been struggling. The few minutes he was getting in the playoffs, he looked like he had missed all that time with COVID and wasn't playing nearly as well as he played in the regular season.
Nunn hits 2 free throws. Miami back within 10. Kuzma catch and shoot 3 is a miss. Another offensive rebound outside. Danny Green bags the 3, and the Lakers go up 13.
That was an unfortunate offensive rebound for Miami because the missed everything and fell right into Markieff Morris's hands.
Hero gets to the left elbow. Jumper contested, not there. Markieff Morris taps it to Kuzma. The Lakers leading 40-27. James thought about a 3. Gives it up to Morris. He's wide open. He shoots the 3. Missed it. Rebound tip. The Heat come away with it. Crowder up ahead to Nunn. Pass to the corner. Tipped and saved by Caruso on the far left side. And then a foul as Danny Green made the catch. He got knocked down right inside a half court.
Another Kendrick Nunn turnover. Trying to push the break. They want to run, yes, but you got to make good decisions. He thought he had Tyler Hero in the left corner, but Alex Caruso knew exactly where he was going with the pass. He anticipated it. Didn't just get a deflection, got a steal also. Excellent defensive play by Alex Caruso.
Ball was on Jay Crowder. Lakers take it out. Caruso to James, free throw line, out to the right wing, Kuzma. Skip pass left side, Caruso. Passes back to Kuzma. Dribbles behind the back, out beyond the stripe. Now to the right corner, James. Gets a pick from Markieff Morris. Shoots the three short. Tipped out by Miami to Jay Crowder. Crowder hits Butler, middle of the floor. Euros and passes to the wing. Nunn drives, finds Crowder open for three. It's good, and the Heat are back within 10 as Frank Vogel wants a timeout.
They're just hunting threes. So there's opportunities the Miami Heat have had where they're touching the paint. They're not even looking for layups. They are trying to equalize, being outmatched physically by taking as many threes as possible.
And so far, the Miami Heat, just their fourth triple of game 2, 4 for 13. But that one from Crowder gets them within 10. Timeout, 8:01 to go second quarter. Lakers 40, Miami 30. You're listening to the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio. And
Zach Lowe, Brian Windhorst, Adrian Wojnarowski. Join the conversation wherever you get your podcast. Down Goran Dragic, down Bam Adebayo. Next man up for Andre Iguodala in the Heat.
We got a tough group. I think that's understood, not just within our locker room, but with our opponents and just across the league. You know, next man up mentality and the way the Heat culture is set up. You know, everyone's going to be ready to go out there and try to fill the void of those who are lost collectively. We got some very confident guys.
Part of the Heat culture as well, Kesty, is to get as many threes up as possible. We've had them the last couple of rounds. Eric Spoelstra wants 40. They've got 13 attempts so far. They're down 10.
And Kev, they opened 3 for 5. PJ's been tracking that, so that makes them now just 1 for their last 8 from 3 points. And we saw the one that was just made before the break by Crowder.
Yeah, and some of them were good looks. They really were. I don't mind the looks they're getting right now. I thought Doris made the point they went in a couple times, but when you have none of the big three, the three bigs, I should say, for Los Angeles on the floor, you got to take your layups when you can get them. They've gone in, and I thought they maybe passed up 1 or 2 looking for those threes.
Against the Miami zone. Oh, that was a long pass from Caruso. Trying to find James, who was cutting baseline. He had no prayer for that one.
So that's the 12th zone possession, and the Lakers now 4 for 12 against it, and a couple of turnovers trying to hit the home run lob against it.
Well, we were anticipating a high zone count for Miami. Right now they're trying to dig into this 10-point deficit. Kelly Olynyk on the three-point line gives it up to Butler. Now Olynyk setting a screen. Butler takes Morris into the lane, stops. Outside Hero on the drive all the way down and lays it in.
You have to do that when the bigs are not on the floor because you can't get to the bucket when the bigs are on the floor. I think they should continue to attack inside. If you can't get all the way, then take the three.
Miami back within 8. LeBron James at the top on the NBA logo. Will pass to the right corner, Danny Green. Green slings it over to Caruso up high. Alex into the lane, back to the basket. Outside Morris, three, no good. Rebounded by Olynyk.
They got numbers.
Crowder passes half court. Finds Butler, who drives against Morris. Foul, layup, no. Jimmy Butler to the line.
I would come back big soon, and I think Anthony Davis is going to get up and off the bench and come in. Interesting to note, Dwight Howard plays 9 minutes, but we've not seen him here since after the first quarter, I believe.
We have not, and it'll be Anthony Davis getting set to check in between free throws from Jimmy Butler. Free throw line to our right. First one is good. Butler with 6 points, 5 boards, 5 assists here in game 2.
And the interesting thing with Anthony Davis is, you say you're going big, but he negates any lack of ability to guard on the perimeter with a big on the floor because he's so switchable, can get down in a stance and blow up dribble handoffs or contest on a three.
Interestingly enough, the guy that he's very much like is Bam Adebayo on the Miami side. They're just unique. Danny Green headed to the bench. Well, he was down on the floor. The reason they had numbers was Danny Green got knocked down. I didn't see the contact, but it was a 5-on-4 because he was real slow getting up.
He was limping. Butler the free throws. Miami within 6, attacking the Heat zone. It's Caruso over the top, hitting a three-pointer from the left angle. 43-34 Lakers. 6:45 left in the half. Butler exploding down the lane. Got contact, foul, or rather the layup falls off the rim. No good. He is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Alex Caruso comes into this game in the playoffs shooting 12 for 48 from the three-point line. 25%. And he looked pure on the 2 that he knocked down.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think he looks as confident as I've ever seen him pulling the trigger from 3. And I think some of that, he goes 1 for 3 in the last game, but it felt like the one he hit was an early shot that maybe gave him some confidence. And the free throw disparity is significant right now. Only 2 free throw attempts for the Lakers. Jimmy Butler, they're 11 for 12 with him at the line right now, and he makes another one.
Well, that's a big part of Miami's offense, to attack the rim and to get more free throws. In fact, to make more free throws than their opponents shoot.
43-36 Lakers. They go inside the zone to Rondo, outside to KCP, missing a 3. Olynyk, a one-armed rebound. We'll give it to Butler, who's pushing it into the front court. To the free throw line, stops, pass inside, batted away, and Butler chased it down. Now inside to Olynyk, outside none, lefty 3, no good. Flying in for the rebound, Anthony Davis. Up ahead, Caruso with pace into the front court. Passes to Rondo on the wing. To AD, he traveled as he looked to cut left, then cut right. Turnover Lakers.
Well, that previous possession, Frank Vogel did a really good thing. He put Rajon Rondo in the middle of the zone. When you put a passer like Rajon Rondo in the middle, somebody's going to get a wide open look inside.
7th Lakers turnover. 6:06 left here. Second quarter, Lakers 43. Miami hanging in, down 36. Down 7 points. Butler, heel on the three-point line, waiting to pass. Finds Hero around the curl to the right. Now he sends it to the left side, none. Out beyond the stripe, hits the cutting Olynyk. Layup is good. Miami Heat back within 5.
Good moving without the ball by Kelly Olynyk, and a good pass from Kendrick Nunn. He's struggling to put the ball in the basket.
5:40 left here in the first half. Probing the zone, Rondo, hop step into the lane. Great winding pass underneath to AD for the two-hand slam. I don't know how he makes some of those angular passes, but Rajon Rondo does it again.
He knows exactly where he's going, and he will not make the pass till the defense picks him up.
Butler gets deep on AD, who walls him off in the lane. Pass out. Crowder on the baseline cut, hits Butler in the lane. Outside a wide open 3. Nunn drops it in for Miami.
They needed that.
They did. And again, you're touching the paint and you're just spraying it out. You're just trying to create an angle to create a pass to three.
45-41 Lakers. Floater Rondo in the lane is good. 47-41, a 6-point Laker lead. 4:50 left in the first half.
Rondo will cut this zone up. If they keep putting Rondo in the middle of the zone, that's going to be a big problem for Miami.
Jimmy Butler hits none off the cut. Passed it weakly to Butler. Got it. Sends it down to Crowder in the dunker spot. Goes up hard and lays it in.
Because AD's guarding out at the top of the key.
Over the top, AD makes the catch on the baseline. Sends it out to the wing. Pass is deflected by Crowder. It'll go out of bounds right in front of the Laker bench. Lakers will keep. 4:30 left in the half.
We've already seen a number of examples of it tonight. These are the two best teams in the league at deflections. Very active hands, very active defenses by both teams. You're going to see way more deflections in this finals than you're used to seeing.
Kyle Kuzma in, Caruso out. Off the inbound, KCP on the right side finds Anthony Davis, rainbowing in a deep two from the right corner. 49-43, Lakers by 6, 4:19 left in the half. Jimmy Butler walking up to the three-point line, to the free throw line, pulling up from 12, off the rim twice, rebounded by the Lakers' KCP. Outlets to Rondo at the 4-minute mark to go in the half. Finds Caldwell Pope, going to trigger a wide-open three, missed it. Rebound tipped by Hero and corralled by the Heat. AD went for it. He's down on the other end. He's up, but it's a 5-on-4. Butler layup, no. Offensive board. Olynyk put back, yes.
AD never made it up past the free throw line on his own end. That's why you get an easy opportunity.
49-45 Lakers. Markieff Morris drills a three from the top. Timeout with 3:39 to go in the half.
Eric Lewis has a foul call.
Loose ball foul call against Miami.
2 and a 5. It's on Kendrick Nunn.
It is, and that's 3 on Kendrick Nunn.
That's going to tack another point on as the shot went down.
Count the three-pointer for Markieff Morris. And KCP will head to the line for 1. But not before Eric Spoelstra calls a timeout. Is he calling the timeout to challenge? And now the officials, is that Bam Adebayo? Came all the way out.
He came out, and Udonis Haslem was pushing Jay Crowder away from the officials.
Oh,
Eric Lewis is upset. Both teams are talking to him, appears angrily, and he just pushed them both back and said, look, get to your benches. We'll handle this.
3:39 to go here in the second quarter. 3-point make for Markieff Morris. And a loose ball foul as well with a free throw to come. 52-45, Lakers lead the Heat. This is the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
Our performance of the week brought to you by Pennzoil. Pennzoil synthetic motor oils are made from natural gas, gives you unbeatable engine protection. The proof is in the Pennzoil based on sequence for a wear test using SAE 5W30. Go back to game number 1. Anthony Davis, 34 points, 9 boards, 5 assists as the Lakers roll. Casty Doris and PJ, a little tighter tonight in game 2. Back to you.
It is, and credit Eric Spoelstra, PJ. He is trying every rotation, every player, just trying to keep this thing close right now, down 7.
They've done an excellent job, but it's really important, I think, for them to keep this under 10, like 5, 6, 7 going in. They've worked so hard to maintain contact, to get back in this game. They can't let the Lakers pull away in this final 3.5.
Free throw for Contavious Caldwell-Pope is good. That turns into a 4-point play.
They need help. They need Kendrick Nunn or Duncan Robinson or Tyler Hero. They need some offense from one of those wings.
53-45, Lakers by 8. Heat ball, 3.5 to go, first half. Jimmy Butler drives down the post, tried to circle underneath. Hit Tyler Hero, went off his hands, got it back. A fading shot for Hero, short, front rim. James with a rebound. Trying to build on an 8-point LA lead. 3:15 left, quarter 2, game 2. LeBron James driving right by Duncan Robinson. Now cuts to the elbow, passes to Kuzma. Good look at a 3. No good, and a foul on Crowder on the closeout will put Kuzma at the line.
That's a killer, right? The Miami Heat are plus 12 from the free throw line, but you have an inconsistent three-point shooter that you're closing out on, and you don't do it with discipline, and now you help Kyle Kuzma relax and settle in.
That was a bad exchange. Tyler Hero had the ball in the paint. Instead of taking a more conventional, like 12-foot shot, ended up taking like a 15-foot fadeaway jump shot that didn't go. They come down, and as Doris just documented, a really, really poor foul at this stage of the game.
First one in for Kuzma, second one in as well. Are you guys surprised 8 for 25 three-point attempts for the Lakers in the first half?
Well, they're playing inside out against the zone. There were a lot of zone possessions where they got the ball into the middle of the zone and then kicked it out. They're never bashful. If they have a 3, they'll take it.
Well, old-fashioned, I guess, three-pointer there. 3 free throws for Kyle Kuzma. 56-45. Lakers lead the Heat under 3 minutes to go, first half. The Lakers in front, 1-0 in the finals. Butler dribbling to the right, handoff for Robinson, has nothing, finds Butler baseline, jump pass to the top, Tyler Hero, ball fake, and a foul before he was driving in. KCP puts the hand up, taking the foul, and the Lakers are over the limit.
Yep, both teams had 4 team fouls. That's a good break there. Miami was patient and earned it. I'm surprised. Jay Crowder, I thought, had a 3 and made one more pass to Tyler Hero. I was surprised. I thought Jay Crowder was wide open.
I do admire how the Lakers are flying around on the perimeter. And there was a stretch where Anthony Davis was guarding Jimmy Butler. And his ability to do that is significant when the Heat are trying to get so many threes. Because you're scrambling. LeBron had to dig somebody out of a bad matchup on the post. Like, yeah, they got caught in a foul situation, but their effort right now, the Lakers, is there.
Tyler Hero hitting the first of 2 free throws. Hero getting the start in place of the injured Goran Dragic. 2 free throws down for Hero. He's got 7, 56-47. The Lakers still with a 9-point edge.
Zone again.
No Dragic, no Adebayo tonight in game 2. 2.5 to go in the half. Rondo on the left wing against that Heat zone. They swing it right side. LeBron James into the lane, pass out to the wing. KCP triggers a 3 and connects.
The free throw got him to see the ball go in. Next 3, and he drains it. He had been so brutal from three-point territory.
It was 0 for 5 before that make. 12-point lead. High low to Butler, wide open at the rim. Drops it in for 2.
Well, they're just taking advantage of the fact that Kelly Olynyk is outside and Anthony Davis is guarding him, so there's no rim protection at all.
Lakers by 10. Rondo at the rim on the pass. Hits James, who scores and gets knocked down, fouled. Another assist for Rajon Rondo and a chance at a 3-point play.
That's inexcusable. Duncan Robinson didn't even see LeBron James go behind him. You got the best player in the world go behind you, and he turns his head. Just goes in there for an easy lob over the top.
He got caught looking left. LeBron sneaks right behind him, and Duncan Robinson, it's been a struggle for him on the offensive end. He's not yet made a shot. 0 for 4. He's got 3 free throws. But he's going to, he's got big minutes. And when he and Hero played together, they were outscored by 29 in game 1. So it's challenging defensively, PJ.
No question.
James missed the free throw. Olynyk the rebound. Heat trailed by 12 again. Olynyk wheels in the post. Shot off the iron. No. James couldn't come up with it. Jimmy Butler had a little bit of position on him, but lost it out of bounds to Miami.
I don't like the shot by Kelly Olynyk.
Long pass down court for AD. Fouled at the cup, and it's in. A chance at a three-point play. In the blink of an eye, the Lakers score to the 10, and AD will go to the line.
They weren't attuned to what was going on. Ball went out of bounds down there, and they still got it in transition. Olynyk wasn't back all the way. Tyler Hero didn't pick him up. Olynyk's got his back to the long pass from the backcourt.
Yeah, how many guys can make that pass? On the Lakers, there's 2, Rondo and LeBron.
That was number 4 for Rondo. He just tied Steve Nash for 7th place all time on the postseason assist list. Three-point play good for AD. 64-49 Lakers, a 15-point lead with 1:40 left here in the first half.
Exactly what they couldn't afford to happen.
Jimmy Butler straddling the three-point line, goes to Iguodala on the left, dribbles across the top, hands it off to Robinson. Pass to Hero on the right, little elbow jumper on the way, and it pinballs in and out and back in for Tyler Hero.
Big basket right there. They need a couple of stops, Miami, in this last minute and 20.
64-51 Lakers. Rondo from the right. Rondo on the three-point line around a pick from LeBron James. Rondo puts his head down, drives a whistle, missed the layup, goes tumbling across the baseline, gets helped up, and will head to the free throw line.
And poor Duncan Robinson's getting his head spun around on the defensive end. They're looking for switches, getting him onto whoever's got the basketball, and then they're just going right at him.
Well, and Duncan Robinson is his second. How about Rajon Rondo in this postseason run has already passed Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Scottie Pippen. He tied Steve Nash, we told you moments ago, as he hits the first free throw for 7th. And guess who's next?
Mr. Bird,
One away.
Bird.
One away.
10:62. He's at 10:61 right now with Steve Nash.
Another free throw from Rondo. Bags another. 66-51. Lakers restore the 15-point lead. 1:05 left in the first half.
After going so long without free throws, Doris, in the last 3 minutes, Lakers done an excellent job getting to the line.
Jimmy Butler on the three-point line against AD. Gets right by him, right to the cup. Missed the layup, and the Lakers have it on the other end. Here's Rondo. High dribble. Puts the shoulder down. Drives the lane and scores. Lakers build their largest lead at 17. Duncan Robinson, other end for a 3. It's good with 44 seconds left in the half. 68-54 Lakers. Here's Rondo cutting to the basket. Slings it around to the top. KCP. Ball fake and a give to LeBron James against Iguodala. Inside the three-point line with 10 to shoot. 30 seconds left in the half. Bodies collide. AD goes down. Offensive foul on Anthony Davis as Jimmy Butler gets knocked down in the middle of the lane.
I like the call by Eric Lewis. I'd like to see the replay, but I thought it was AD running over Jimmy Butler.
Foul on Anthony Davis will be his second. Both teams, as you pointed out, over the limit. It's an offensive foul, so we'll have a side in here from the backcourt. Markieff Morris, Kyle Kuzma, Danny Green looks like he's all right, checking back into the Laker lineup with LeBron James and KCP.
Score and a stop would be really big for Miami. I actually think they've played much better than this score indicated. The last thing they want is a stop and a score for the Lakers.
Yeah, they've given up 68 points. They're down 14. Jimmy Butler front court with 15 seconds to go. Dribble handoff Robinson well beyond the three-point line. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Morris. Final shot of the half for the Lakers. 5 seconds to go. James at the three-point line with 3. Standing dribble. A long straight on 3. No good at the horn. And the Lakers up 1-0 have a 68-54 lead over Miami at half.
Well, that miss by LeBron actually set a record for attempts and a half from 3 in an NBA Finals game. The Lakers 9 of 27. We came out thinking, PJ, that the Heat were going to shoot a ton of threes. They go 9 for 17.
Well, a good part of that is the fact that the Lakers are defending the 3 very well, but Miami really let a good opportunity go by doing a poor job closing the half. The last 3.5 minutes dominated by the Lakers.
LeBron James, Anthony Davis, team for 27 first-half points. They've got the halftime lead in Game 2. Lakers 68, the Heat 54. As we send it to Kevin Winter in the studio with the AutoZone halftime report.
Dusty Doors PJ, AutoZone has you covered. If you're dealing with battery problems, head to AutoZone. They're your battery solution. They have the free battery services and selection to help you always start strong. Get in the zone. AutoZone up next on the AutoZone halftime report. Brian Windhorst will join me to break down the first half. Lakers by 14, trying to go up 2 games to none. This is Game 2 of the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Kuntz. It's the back left tire of your RV calling. Wanted to give you a heads up that I'm going to blow out on the highway later today.
Wait, what?
Says here I'm going to burst in the middle of
Rajon Rondo has been a zone buster because he's out there creating, both standing in the center of the zone, catching it and dishing, and then letting LeBron and AD run all around. He's plus 15 in the first half, the best player, most effective player on the court, and his play late in the second quarter enabled the Heat to build the lead back up.
A 39-point advantage, or excuse me, a 39-point second quarter for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 14. Coming up next, Brian gives you his second half adjustments on the AutoZone halftime report. Lakers by 14 at the half of Game 2. This is the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio.
It's
ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
I'm Kevin Winter in our studios. The Lakers put up 3 more points than they did in game 1 at the first half. They lead by 3 less. It is a 14-point lead, 68-54. This number is for PJ Carlesimo. The Los Angeles Lakers shot 85% on twos in the first half. That's Villanova Georgetown-esque back in 1985. We send it back to shop the second half here at Game 2 of the NBA Finals with PJ and Doris. Here's Mark Kestisher.
All right, Kev. Yeah, PJ, that's a good number. 17 of 20, 85%. You've got the Miami adjustments here for this second half.
Well, they got to keep attacking. They did a good job getting to the free throw line. They have to do more of that. They have to do a little better on the boards. They got out rebounded 22-17. Only gave up 4 offensive boards, but they need to do better if they're going to win. And then lastly, they got to knock down some threes. They started 3 for 5. Since then, they've been 3 for 12. They need those threes to win.
Doors for the Lakers.
You know how we say in real estate, location, 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 to Kevin Winter's point, 85% on twos, including 6 for 7 on twos versus the zone. So continue to attack, take advantage of your size and ability to score at the restricted area. Stop fouling. You put them on the line 15 times. They made 14 of them. And the other thing, continue to put pressure on that three-point line. 35.3%, 6 for 17 was Miami. You've got to negate that advantage, and they did a good job attacking from 3 themselves.
BJ, this was a 4-point game with about, 3:45 left in the half.
They went to the timeout at 3:49, Kesty, after the Kelly Olynyk layup. It was 49-45 Lakers. Remember that and one play where
three-pointer for Markieff Morris.
Foul,
that's right.
Latavius Caldwell-Pope. From that point on, the Lakers went on a 19-9 run, including 7 for 8 free throws. Doris made the point. They hadn't had any free throws till that point. They got 7 out of 8. 19-9. The Heat had worked themselves right back into the game, and we said they've got to finish. They got to maintain contact, and they let the Lakers, well, they didn't let. The Lakers just dominated and opened it up, and at 3:49, you have to finish the half.
Without Goran Dragic, without Bam Adebayo, second half's underway. Game 2 of the NBA Finals, and the Heat down 68-54. Miami has it to start. Myers Leonard at the top, and as Jimmy Butler was trying to get through the traffic, a Los Angeles foul up high.
Silly foul by Dwight Howard.
His second in the game.
We wondered, would he start the second half? Again, he played 9 minutes in the first quarter, but Frank Vogel telling us his minutes allow him not to stretch out others on the roster too much.
The perimeter guys, exactly.
Tyler Hero has it off the inbound. Back to Jay Crowder, and now Hero at the top against Howard with 3 to shoot. Gets off the three-pointer. Wow, missed everything.
Yeah, Tyler Hero's got to attack Dwight Howard. He just settled, and Dwight got a piece of it, I believe.
Must have been. Got it. Knocked up in the air and fell well shy of the rim. LeBron James' first Laker attack from the right wing. Behind the back pass to KCP at the top. He wheels, looking to pass. Now puts it on the deck against Crowder. Finds Howard at the free throw line with 3 to shoot. Out to LeBron in the lane. Fading 10-footer. Gets the roll.
Well, there's the difference. Best player in the world. He knows to attack and get a better shot, not settle.
16-point Laker lead at 70-54. A minute gone by third quarter. Jimmy Butler hands it off. Gets it back on the roll to the rim. And with Danny Green covering, puts it in over him. 70-56. Miami within 14 points. James and Davis, Danny Green, Dwight Howard, and KCP. The 5 on the floor for the Lakers in their Mamba uniforms tonight. 3-0 in the postseason wearing them. AD, who's had a game winner in the last round, squares from 20 and drains it from outside as the Lakers go back in front by 16.
AD's 8 for 9 from the field.
Wow. 72-56 Los Angeles. Jimmy Butler drives into Danny Green, passes out to Crowder, straight on 3, straight down for Crowder.
He's got to be super aggressive from 3. He cannot pass up those kinds of looks.
And that was Jimmy Butler creating the shot. Jimmy Butler scoring or getting an assist virtually every possession.
Tied his playoff career high now with 9 assists for Jimmy Butler. 72-59 Lakers. AD back on that same spot on the right wing against Crowder. You have to put the ball down. Instead, we'll put it up. Jump shot, good again. Same spot.
His patience is unbelievable. He's just waiting to make sure he's one-on-one. He's dancing a little bit with the ball, little jab step, make you think he's driving. Pull the trigger on the jumper.
9 for 10, AD. Here's Hero feeding Butler down the lane. Walled off. Outside it goes around the horn. Robinson catch and shoot 3. Good. Right in front of the Laker bench.
Jimmy Butler had a layup. He had inside position. He had a layup, and he still kicked it out to 3. So that's their 8th 3 now.
74-62. Laker lead at 12. 9:20 left in the third. KCP from the left hash. Has room, will bounce it to Davis. Left corner 3, good again. Anthony Davis, 10 of 11 here in game 2 of the NBA Finals.
He's not even hitting the rim.
22 points for Davis in his first Finals. Already had a 30-plus game in game 1 as Jimmy Butler drives under the basket, gets contact and pushed out on the baseline. With 9 minutes to go here in the first half, 77-62 Lakers Davis had 34 in game one. He's got 22 already here early in the third quarter in game two.
Miami's doing a really good job of attacking, but they can't stop the Lakers because Anthony Davis is on fire. And it's not like he's making 10-foot jump shots. He's closer to the three-point line than he is the rim.
Foul was on Dwight Howard, his third. Inbounds to Myers Leonard, who got the start for Adebayo. Gives it up, gets it back on the roll, got the contact, chucked it toward the rim, and his scoop shot goes unanswered as it falls off. Leonard will go to the line for two. Foul on LeBron will be number one on James.
That's that same pick and roll that the Lakers had so much trouble defending when it was Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter of game one.
Myers Leonard played 4.5 minutes getting the start here in game number two. Starting here in the third quarter, 7-footer at the line. Was only 18 of 28 there in the regular year, but knocks down his first. He had a severe ankle injury and lost his spot in the starting lineup on February 3rd. Of course, you take it all the way through the hiatus. Miami morphed, changed. Bam Adebayo became the center. Leonard was on the bench for months and now getting a start here tonight. 2 free throws in. Lakers lead down to 13. 8:45 to go, third quarter, as James loads up the red-hot Anthony Davis from the right. Now Butler's on him. Takes him off the bounce. Shot up and in. I don't know how. He's now got 24 on 11 of 12 shooting.
I actually thought Myers Leonard got a piece of the ball and it still went in.
79-64 Lakers. Pass to Leonard, knocked away at the free throw line. James got it. Numbers for the Lakers. James all the way deep, puts it up, counted and one. Duncan Robinson tried to stop him, gets called for the blocking foul, and LeBron James a chance at a three-point play.
I hope he was out of the restricted area because it was definitely a charge. I think he was in the restricted area. That's why he didn't get the call. Oh,
I don't
turned
know.
his shoulder.
Yeah, I don't think it was a charge.
Exactly.
Just because LeBron changed the angle.
Yep.
Had he not crossed his body, I think you're 100% right.
Yeah, he's going to learn. It's only his second year in the league. He's got to play better defensively.
Free throw in for LeBron James. Three-point play. Timeout Miami. James and Davis have all 14 for the Lakers here in the third.
Anthony Davis has proven to be unguardable. He was telling us yesterday how much he was enjoying the competition, how much joy he was taking from performing in his first finals. Boy, he looks every bit the part.
Timeout, 8:24 to go in the third. Lakers 82, the Heat 64. You're listening to the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
possession, except for one turnover, and they're losing ground.
Inside to AD. His pass down to the baseline to the cutting Dwight Howard was fouled near the rim. Dwight Howard will shoot a pair here with 7:15 left in the third. Fouls on Leonard.
AD and LeBron's arms must be sore, so they decided to let somebody else shoot the ball.
7 for 7 in this third quarter for Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Dwight Howard will shoot a pair with the Lakers in front 84-68. First one off the back iron, no.
This is possibly the first possession where Miami's going to get a stop. And Eric Spoelstra interested. Oh, I thought he was going big, but Myers Leonard came out also.
Leonard and Crowder head out. Iguodala and Olynyk head into the Miami lineup. Dwight Howard, one more free throw to our right. 7:15 left in the third. It's away, and it pops out, but an offensive rebound by KCP.
Andre Iguodala's got to get that rebound. That was a stop, and they didn't come up with the rebound.
Here's LeBron James against Duncan Robinson at the top. Hesitates, tip of the circle, pass to Green. Corner three, no good. Rebound. Anthony Davis over the back will get called for the loose ball foul.
Wow, I'm a little surprised by this.
Yeah, tough call.
Yes.
Frank Vogel's saying he didn't really touch him. It really looked like he was coming over the top. James Capers is a lot closer to the play than we are. I felt the way Doris felt. I don't know how much contact there was. He clearly did come over the top, but he's 7 foot to start with, and he can leap. He may have done it legitimately.
Frank Vogel's already used his challenge here in game two. 6:50 left in the third. Jimmy Butler finds Robinson at the top. Right side Iguodala. He'll drive Howard into the lane. Inside lays it in.
That's a case where Duncan Robinson and their attention to detail, they're jump switching out on everything. And then once ball reversal happens, you know, the Lakers not sure on the drive, but that in part is created by the action for Duncan.
Lakers lead at 14, 84-70. James probing, tip of the circle against Butler. Left-handed pass to KCP with 7 to shoot. KCP clears from 20, knocks it home, and the Lakers lead back up to 16.
Well, their offensive efficiency is absurd this quarter.
6:10 and counting to go here in the third. Tyler Hero into the lane, a 14-footer. Oh, knocked out by KCP. It's close to being in the cylinder.
Yeah, it looked like it was on the rim.
Here's LeBron James, jump stop through the three-point line, pass back to Caldwell Pope, loops it for James on the right against Robinson. A rip-through move on the shot, no shot. It'll be side in for Los Angeles, and the foul on Duncan Robinson. That's number 4.
Well, he got his hand caught in the proverbial cookie jar. Duncan Robinson, he reached his hand right in. LeBron just gathered and brought it right up.
The Lakers are 8 for 9 from the field. Off the inbound, Caldwell Pope missing a 3, but Anthony Davis right there on the weak side to drop it through the cylinder. What a third quarter Anthony Davis is having. He's up to 26 points, 18-point Laker lead. He's got 11 here in the third. Kendrick none in the ball game from Miami. On the right wing down to Butler. Butler near the right corner will drive on Green, gets by him, puts it up, fouled, no good. Butler will shoot a pair.
Butler going to the free throw line. To PJ's point, he is consistently living there. These will be free throws 9 and 10 for Jimmy.
If they had 5 Jimmy Butlers, this would be a really close game. He's either scoring or creating an excellent opportunity for a teammate, gets an assist almost every time. But Anthony Davis is he's missed one shot, I think, Kesty.
12 of 13. First free throw from Butler is good. Anthony Davis 5 for 5 for 11 third quarter points. LeBron James and Danny Green will head out. Rajon Rondo and Kyle Kuzma in. Rondo tied with Steve Nash, 7th all time on the playoff assist list, and Larry Bird is one more assist away. Butler's second free throw good. 88-72. The Heat within 16. 5.5 left here in the third. Kuzma into the front court, goes right side to Rondo, looking for AD in the middle of the zone, sends it to KCP on the wing, bounces to Rondo up high. Rondo's going to drive, got the ball poked away, it goes out of bounds across the baseline. 8 to shoot for the Lakers on the inbound. Rondo will be the trigger man. None defending. Quickly into the left wing to KCP. 6 to shoot. KCP holding, puts it on the deck once, contested jumper, no. Another Anthony Davis fly in and lay in. He is 13 for 14 in game 2, 26 points. 28 points for AD. Kendrick Nunn as Dwight Howard on skates gets fouled by Howard from behind, and Nunn will get himself some free throws with 4:53 to go. But the Miami Heat have no way of containing Anthony Davis here in this series and in game 2.
Well, back-to-back times where he gets buckets off offensive rebounds. Now, he's starting on the perimeter, so to check him out from 15 feet and down is impossible. Plus his quickness on the move, it's just, listen, the guy has scored in every way imaginable. And back to the point PJ made when he started, like, he's not making layups. You know, the back-to-back offensive rebounds, but jumpers, a drive with somebody on a good contest. This guy's great.
Free throws go in for Kendrick Nunn. 90-74. Lakers in command. 4:45 to go here in the third quarter. Rondo to Kuzma. Back to Rondo on the three-point line. Back to Kuzma for three. No good. AD another offensive board. Another basket. He's 7 for 7 in the third quarter. 15 of his 30 coming here in the third. Butler down the lane against Kuzma, muscles his way in for 2.
Miami is playing exponentially better this game than they did in game 1, and Anthony Davis is just not allowing this to be a basketball game.
92-76, Lakers, 4:10 left in the third. Davis feeling good from 20. Oh, his first miss here in quarter 3.
Get him out, Frank.
Tyler Hero, the other end, hesitates on the three-point line, scoops it up as he drives. It's a miss. Weak side offensive board, Iguodala. Outside, Olynyk shoots the three, makes the three with 3:56 left. Timeout, LA, as Miami back within 13.
Well, we talked about Heat culture to start the basketball game. Continuing to compete, though you're down 2 of your starters. And you have to admire the way they've scored the basketball. If they had any answer for Anthony Davis, this game would be so much more competitive.
That was Kendrick Nunn. I'm just watching the replay that time. It was Kendrick Nunn trying to block him out. He started outside the three-point line, and to Doris's point, there's nothing Kendrick Nunn can do. He's just too big and too quick.
Well, a huge third quarter for Anthony Davis. The Lakers lead the Heat 92-79, 3:56 to go in the third. This is the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio and the
in our studio. We could be getting to that time for the Miami Heat as well as they've been playing, still down by 13. Time now for Did You Know, brought to you by Geico. Geico is now offering an extra 15% credit on car, motorcycle, and RV policies. Visit geico.com for more info. Did you know that only 4 teams in the history of the NBA Finals who've ever trailed 0-2 have actually come back to win? 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers, the 2006 Miami Heat, the Trailblazers in '77, and the 1969 Boston Celtics. The Lakers trying to go up 2-0. Miami is shorthanded tonight, but the Lakers can't miss in the second half. Go back to Orlando with Doris and PJ. Here's Kesty.
All right, Kevin, a literal can't miss, Doris. Anthony Davis, 7 for 7, 15 of his 30 here in this third quarter.
I had 3 offensive rebounds, 4 baskets in that third quarter, and we've still got 4 minutes to play. Location, remember I was talking about it. They are just dominating paint points, plus 16.
92-79 Lakers. KCP corner 3 out of the timeout is a miss. Tyler Hero with the rebound.
The stat sheet's actually wrong. Anthony Davis missed his last shot.
That's a good point because we had the one miss from outside.
Yep.
Good catch. 92-79 Lakers. Miami trying to come back. Udonis Haslem was seen imploring the Heat during that last timeout. Butler dotted line jumper rolls out. No good. AD rebounds.
Miami started this quarter 8 for 11 from the field.
Here's Rondo. Foul. Puts it off the glass. No good as he hits the deck. 2 free throws coming for Rajon Rondo at 3:18 to go in the third.
I believe that Kendrick Nunn has just committed his 4th personal foul.
Indeed.
He's had trouble tonight defensively, staying out of people's way or getting in position to draw a charge.
3:18 on the clock in the third. Rondo at the line. First free throw is good. Game 3 of our NBA Finals coming up on Sunday, a little bit earlier on Sunday, 7 Eastern time for our pregame coverage, 4 o'clock on the West Coast on your home for the NBA Finals, ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, as Rondo misses short on the second free throw. 93-79 Lakers, 3:10 left in the third. Hero left-hand dribble at the top, finds Olynyk, squares for 3 and buries it. Miami now back within 11.
I'm telling you, they're playing well enough on the offensive end to get back in the game, but they cannot get a stop.
KCP for 3, a miss. Another offensive rebound, the long rebound to Caruso. Rondo wants a 3-point attempt, and he makes it from the right wing.
Can't win if you don't rebound.
Another offensive rebound leading to a 3. Nunn trying to lead Olynyk. Tipped by Rondo out of bounds on the baseline. 2:39 left in the third. 96-82 Los Angeles.
It would be hard to overstate how well Rajon Rondo has played. I heard him today, I think, when he was being interviewed, and he said he didn't like the term playoff Rondo. I'll tell you what, as well as he's playing, he better get used to it.
Iguodala off the inbound, hands off to Nunn at the top, bounce back for Iguodala in traffic, feeds Butler on the right on the bounce. Butler drives into Caruso, gets it up and puts it in. Caruso had knocked it away, but Butler regathered and scored.
Play the game, Alex. He's crying to the ref. That was a good play by Jimmy Butler.
Back to a 12-point game. LA leads. LeBron, topside 3 is good. 22 for LeBron James. 15-point Laker lead. 2:09 left here in the third quarter. Jimmy Butler drives free throw line, spins in the lane, jump pass to Kelly Olynyk. I guess he was surprised too. Back to Tyler Hero, one-legged elbow jumper goes down. 99-86, 13-point game. James hesitates on the 3, knocks down Jimmy Butler, but the foul's going to be on Butler.
Wow.
LeBron fell on top of Jimmy at the free throw line. Call's going to be a block foul, Doris.
I thought it was a good call, to be honest with you. I mean, you could have let it be a play on, but he absolutely came underneath LeBron. How about this, guys? AD just the 5th player to score 30 points in each of his first 2 career finals games. Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan, Rick Barry, and Hal Greer.
Wow.
How about this, Kesty? Before LeBron makes that shot, guess what the score for the quarter was? 32-31 Heat.
Ooh.
They've scored 32 points. Now it's 32 all. Both teams have scored 32.
Miami has been able to deliver the offense, but the Lakers have had every answer. LeBron splitting 2 free throws here. 100-86 Lakers.
It was 14 at the half. It's 14 now.
1:40 left in the third. Tyler Hero looking for Butler. Drops it to him on the left. James covering. Now Butler with a dribble. Now circles into the lane. Passes out to the wing. Extra pass on top of Olynyk. He'll drive inside on James. Got the foul. And the flip is good for Kelly Olynyk.
And LeBron jawing. Like, why are you jawing? And AD going right back at him. Okay, LeBron, you committed a foul. Yes, everybody's in rotation. But this is just the Miami Heat are executing. And you got caught in scramble. It was an obvious foul. I don't know what he's barking at his teammate for.
It's a textbook offensive quarter by Miami. Jimmy Butler drove in, kicked it out. They made 2 extra passes, and Kelly Olynyk beat LeBron. Got him in the air and finished inside for an and one.
3-point play. Olynyk down to 11. The Lakers lead at 100-89. 1:20 left in the third. James at the top, thought about stepping into a 3. Passes to Rondo, kicks to the corner. Kuzma, 4-3, no good. Rebound. The Lakers come up with another offensive board. AD sends it out to Rondo, back to AD, walled off by 3 Heat. On top to James. Couple of dribbles to the free throw line. 15-footer off the back heel. No. Olynyk comes away with this one.
Excellent weak side checkout. AD was lingering. Looked like he might get another board. Great job by Kelly.
50 seconds to go in the third. Tough angled shot. Fouled was Hero. His shot hit the side of the backboard, and if he could get 2 free throws, Miami would have it into single digits.
And if Miami would finish this quarter, this last 48 seconds, they've done an unbelievable job so far this quarter. They are actually +3 for the quarter with Tyler Hero on the line for 2.
Hero getting set for the first. Solomon Hill getting set to check in for Jimmy Butler.
Who's exhausted.
Yes, Hero hits the first. Jimmy Butler has played 32 minutes so far of a possible 36.
Well, Eric Spoelstra's trying to steal him a little bit of extra rest right here. He's got the 48.8 of game time that's left. We got our 3-minute plus break between quarters, and he's hoping they can weather this last 48 seconds. If the Heat can get a stop and a score, they've put themselves in really good position.
Hero hits both, down 9, 100-91. Lakers led by as many as 18. 40 seconds left in the third. James, middle of the zone, passes out to Rondo for 3. Another one. Rondo with 3 triples here in game 2.
They're conceding it. They're not closing hard to Rajon Rondo. He's 3 for 4 from out there.
30 seconds to go in the third.
Down to 9 and a huge 3.
103-91 Lakers. Tyler Hero.
1 possession each way here.
Hero stops on a dime to the 3-point line. Drives off balance. Got the whistle. Chucked it toward the rim. Goes over the backboard. Tyler Hero will get to the free throw line with 19.6 to go in the third quarter. Foul's going to be on Alex Caruso, his third.
You know what the score is for this quarter, Kesty, right now? 37-35.
72 points up and 37 for the Heat.
They got a chance to get to 39 right here.
And they're living at the free throw line, guys. This is a free throw number 24 for 25. They can go 25 for 26 if he makes it. One of the keys coming in here tonight, I felt like, was you could not foul the Miami Heat.
It's one of your keys, PJ, pregame.
Well, it's the only way they were going to get in was to get to the free throw line. They've done it repeatedly. I'm telling you, Anthony Davis goes 7 for 8 if they ever correct the stat sheet. Goes 7 for 8, or this game is a close game right now.
J.R. Smith just checked in for the Lakers. Hero, it's 2 free throws, 103-93, 10-point game. Lakers lead, can have the final shot with 15 seconds to go in the third. The Heat scored 39 in the third quarter. Lakers up 10 as James holds inside a half court with 7. To the right side, Caruso drives. Offensive foul on Caruso. 5 seconds to go in the third.
Where's he going?
Bad decision. Still 5 seconds to go. It was too soon anyhow to go in, and he goes right into Kelly Olynyk. Good job. Mark Few would be proud of him. The former Zag draws the charge.
You've got LeBron and AD on your team, Caruso. That's a move the basketball to one of your 2 first-teamers. Bad decision.
Can the Heat take advantage? Down 10. Bunch of subs in. Jimmy Butler's back on the floor. Tyler Hero looking for the inbound. It goes to Olynyk with 4. Olynyk a dribble to the 3-point line. Olynyk from 20 feet missing at the horn. The Miami Heat scored 39 third-quarter points, but Anthony Davis had 15 in the third, and the Lakers have a 10-point lead.
Anthony Davis is proving that he is more than up for the challenge of playing in his first NBA Finals. Back-to-back 30-point game. He has 9 rebounds to go with it. His offensive rebounding crushed the defensive stops that the Miami Heat were getting. What an incredible effort individually.
He's the difference in the game.
We go to the fourth quarter in Game 2. Lakers 103, Heat 93. This is the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
James, middle of the zone, passes out to Rondo for three. Another one. Rondo with three triples here in game two.
They're conceding it. They're not closing hard to Rajon Rondo. He's 3 for 4 from out there.
Think about this. Despite the fact the Lakers are up by as many as 18 in the third quarter, if there's no Anthony Davis in that third quarter and Rajon Rondo doesn't hit that shot, they're trailing. Miami outscores LA 39-35. We got a 10-point game, and I don't know how as we make the turn to home and go back to Orlando. With PJ Carlissimo and Doris Burke, here's Marquez Tusher.
All right, Kev, and one of the reasons, PJ, is Miami was 4 for 5 from three and hit all 11 of their free throws.
Well, I mean, it was simple. At halftime, they had to get to the free throw line and they had to knock down some threes. Unfortunately, my third key was be a little better on the boards. They haven't delivered on that one. 6 more offensive rebounds for the Lakers that quarter. But I'm telling you what, Eric Spoelstra's team has really, really risen to the challenge.
No Dragic, no Adebayo. 10-point Laker game. Rondo will pick it up at half court, triggering the start of the fourth quarter. Finds James on the right. James, 2 big steps down the lane, switches to the left hand and lays it in.
That was Jimmy Butler he went at that time. That was way too easy to start the quarter.
25 for LeBron, 30 for AD. 12-point lead, Los Angeles. Olynyk on the weave, finds Hero at the top against Markieff Morris. After they bump, it's a pass over to Nunn on the left, and now Olynyk goes flying as J.R. Smith still in the game. Just hip-checked him to the ground. Foul on Smith.
Oh, Olynyk is a little bit of an actor in that situation, but J.R. Smith, very interesting, PJ, that you don't play him at all in game one. We haven't seen very much of him here in Orlando, and yet significant minutes.
Well, you and I were talking during the break. KCP's really struggling. Danny Green is really struggling. So the starting backcourt for the Lakers not playing up to their usual level.
2 for 14, in fact, from three-point territory.
Inbound, Nunn down low, and he tried to go up for the shot, got fouled by Markieff Morris, so Kendrick Nunn will go to the free throw line.
Guess where they're back at? the free throw line.
11 of them in the third quarter. Dragic and Adebayo watching from the Heat bench. Neither has been ruled out of the finals. They're hoping a little more rest. Maybe both can get back at some point as Nunn hits the first of two.
Well, I certainly hope so. And I shouldn't speculate. To me, there's a chance Bam Adebayo comes back Sunday.
As Nunn hits both free throws. Of course, Goran's injury with the torn plantar fascia. That's a pain issue.
I don't know how you can play with that.
105-95. Back to a 10-point game. Rondo dribbling out on the left. Getting a screen from Kuzma. He's inside the three-point line. Now the pass to James with 10 to shoot. Back to Rajan, who's got 3 threes. Dribbles inside the arc to the corner. Kuzma, contested three is good. Lakers get another triple, this time from Kuzma.
Kendrick Nunn's got to do more than just put his hand in the air. He's got to contest the bigger three-point shooter.
Lakers by 13. 1 minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. Nunn sizing up Markieff Morris. Gives it to Olynyk. Back to Nunn on the right. He'll trigger a three. Off the rim, no. James tapped it out. Rondo's got it. Rondo down the middle of the floor. Tried to get by Olynyk. Layup, no. Rebounded by Butler. Now Butler the other way in transition to Nunn against J.R. Smith. Lays it in.
Poor decision by Rondo. He was going to drive against size. Nobody was in rebounding positioning. And I think he took his teammates a little bit by surprise.
He did, and Jimmy Butler made him pay. Another assist for Jimmy Butler.
13 points for Kendrick Nunn off the bench as LeBron triggers a three, misses, rebounded by Hero, and the Heat down 11.
No rush from Miami. Take your time and get a good shot.
10:15 to go. Hero warding off Kuzma underneath. Tried to flip it up. Got redirected, but Nunn comes up with it. 12 to shoot. Nunn on the wing to Butler outside the mid-post left. Facing up J.R. Smith. Hasn't seen a lot of minutes here in Orlando. Here's Butler going right by him. Spins. Fouled by J.R. Smith. Shot no good. Butler will shoot two.
The fouls just keep coming. Lakers have not been able to guard the Miami Heat without fouling.
You see why JR's not getting a lot of minutes right there. Jimmy Butler just wheeled in on him, took him right to the rack.
Jimmy Butler will shoot a pair. Rajon Rondo, by the way, now up to 7 assists in the game, so he has passed not only Steve Nash and Larry Bird as well tonight. 6th place on the all-time postseason assist list as Butler hits the first of two.
26 now, 27 straight made free throws for the Miami Heat. They are making them pay.
28 of 29 at the line tonight. Butler on that first one has 20, 3 rebounds shy of a triple-double. Second one away and good as well. The Heat continue to creep closer at the free throw line, down 9.
I don't know that you can keep Anthony Davis off the floor much longer. I wouldn't be patient enough to do it, Coach.
No, I'll tell you, Frank Vogel has got Danny Green back in the game.
LeBron at the top, shot clock at 10, 9:45 to go. Goes to Kuzma on the wing. Back to LeBron, touch pass corner, Morris for 3. It's good. Lakers shooting over Miami zone here in game 2.
Well, they're staying in it with their offense because they're not defending the way Frank Vogel likes his Lakers to defend.
111-99 Los Angeles, 9.5 to go. Butler from the right, blows by Green, easy slam dunk. Hangs on the rim for an extra second for emphasis.
When do you see LeBron James check Jimmy Butler? Because Jimmy's having his way. 23 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds.
Frank Vogel put Danny Green in to defend, and Jimmy Butler went right by him.
10-point game, L.A. leading the ball. Corner, this is Green. Skips it to the right side, Kuzma. Puts it on the deck against Hero. Short jumper baseline. Side rim, no. Olynyk the rebound. Whoa, and Miami, a late foul there. It's a loose ball foul against Miami.
LeBron sold it. I want to watch the replay.
Iguodala is down and holding his face out on the far side as Jimmy Butler picks up his second.
Alex Caruso coming in for more defense and to
LeBron James swatted as he was going inside the face of Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, I'm telling
with
you
the
what,
forearm.
I'm looking as Eric Spoelstra having his video guys look at that replay. That might be challengeable.
Jimmy Butler pushed LeBron first. So I think if they challenge, you see a look at it. Jimmy Butler pushes.
Call.
He does, but he pushes LeBron a little bit left, and that's what made LeBron rush into Iguodala.
He hit him in the face, though. Why are they not reviewing it?
Yeah, James Capers, the lead official, has got the basketball, and he's waiting for a free throw shooter. Actually, he's coming over to the far sideline for a side in.
Correct call by Capers from the outside. Anthony Davis, as recommended by DB, is back in the game.
LeBron James will trigger it from the near side to Alex Caruso in the game. 111-101 Los Angeles. Caruso, couple dribbles to the elbow, finds Green on the left, open for three, on its way, around and out, tapped out. Oh, Hero tapped it out to Green. Reload three, a miss. He got away with one there.
Tyler Hero with a big mistake.
Wow. Here's Butler against Caruso, leads with the shoulder, tried to back pass, but James gets in the way for the steal. 8.5 minutes to go. Lakers by 10. James pass to Green in the corner. Caruso baseline drive. Fouled. Olynyk was riding him along the baseline. Foul against Miami.
Jimmy Butler on that last drive went right into LeBron and Anthony Davis. He was surrounded by three black jerseys. That's why he turned it over.
Danny Green, 1 for 7. KCP, 1 for 9. 2 for 16.
111-101 Lakers in the middle of the zone. They find Caruso, leans in with a left hand miss, the layup wraparound.
Numbers.
5-on-4 as Caruso speeds back. Olynyk gets off the three, missed it. Rebound tipped by Davis and controlled by Morris of the Lakers.
Wow, that was a deep shot. That was a Damian Lillard three.
8:10 left here in the fourth quarter. The Lakers bidding to go up 2-0, up 10. James from the right. Markieff Morris baseline up top. Caruso squares for three, in and out. Rebound tapped. Who's got it? Anthony Davis. Walled off. He'll pass to Green for three. He missed that one badly, and Miami has it with Hero. The Lakers have shot 44 three-pointers as Miami calls for time. It is a Lakers postseason record for three-point field goal attempts. Eric Spoelstra nearly tackled the official to get that timeout.
Eric Lewis drew a charge on him. Spo was out trying to get his team to slow down and take a timeout. I had a block on Eric Lewis, but Spo was looking for the charge right there.
7:49 to go in Game 4. It's a 10-point Laker lead, 111-101 on the shorthanded Miami Heat. You're listening to the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
ESPN Radio to vote in the AutoZone Get in the Zone poll question. 44% of you said LeBron James would get in the zone. It's either LeBron or Anthony Davis. You're going to be safe with either one. The two have combined for 55. Yet the Laker lead is 10. As we go back to Orlando with 7:49 to play in the fourth here in Game 2 of the Finals, Mark Hestersher, Doris Burke, and PJ Carlissimo. Despite the Lakers being up 10, I feel like I'm watching Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals all over again when Boston just chucked up threes. That's what the Lakers are doing, and they're leading again. Guys?
Yeah, up 10, 44 three-point attempts, and Doris Burke, the starting backcourt, really struggling for the Lakers.
A combined 2 for 17. Every shot Danny Green has taken has been a three. He's 1 for 8. He's had multiple uncontested threes, including from the left corner, which is typically his sweet spot, and he cannot make a shot.
Well, Eric Spoelstra called for the timeout in the midst of possession. They have 19 to shoot, 7:49 to go into Tyler Hero. With Crowder and now Butler, none. And here's Butler, left of the circle. Olynyk in as well. Butler with 9 probing and near the elbow. Butler sidesteps to his right, jump shot. In and out, no good. Rebounded by AD.
LeBron,
huge shot.
Yeah, LeBron started that possession, PJ, checking Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
Alex Caruso gives it to Markieff Morris, who finds LeBron. The free throw line down to AD. Blocked by Nunn. Kendrick Nunn with the block of AD.
That's what he didn't do on the Kyle Kuzma shot. Good job, Kendrick Nunn.
Miami still down 10. Here's Butler driving the baseline. Pass out to the wing. Nice job by Nunn to save it. They go to Hero with 9 to shoot. Hero on the drive. Jump pass to Nunn. Tip by AD. And we've got a call out on the baseline against Miami on the charge.
Second charge drawn by Alex Caruso in a big-time moment. Big-time moment.
Tyler Hero on the charge. His third. So twice Miami's had a chance to get back to single digits.
Tyler Hero's got to calm down. His team is back in the game. Just make simple plays.
20 years old, second finals game, first start. Green from the left, passes it up, gives it to James in the lane. Back to Danny, again hesitates on the three. He'll give it up. Caruso, no look to the corner. James a fake, all alone for 3. On its way, it's missed and rebounded by Crowder. 111-101. Lakers still by 10. Miami very much still in this. 6.5 minutes to go. Butler at the three-point line to the tip of the circle against Anthony Davis. Will work his way to the left, hand off to Hero. Hero with 7 over to Butler. Butler, couple of jab steps and a move on Davis and a hip check by Davis and a foul. And they're still under the limit. That is foul. 14 fouls.
That's number 4.
Fourth foul on Davis.
Davis, by the way, with another double-double. That's his 10th, which ties him with Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum, and Nikola Jokic behind LeBron James, who's got 12 double-doubles in the playoffs.
Iguodala back on the floor. Olynyk for 3. Front rim, no. Rebounded by Anthony Davis.
Well, I don't know about that. Doris, you like the shot?
No, I don't love it. Against the zone, I'd rather see LeBron hit the middle free throw line area and then work downward.
LeBron gets a high screen, drives hard into the zone. Walled off, missed it. AD another offensive rebound, missed, but James is there to tip it in at the cup.
Beating him up on the glass. Miami not taking advantage. They put themselves in good position, but the Lakers defense has toughened.
113-101. Lakers by 12. 5:40 left. Butler, great feed to the rolling Olynyk, who lays it in.
He continues to build on that playoff career-high assist number. He's got 12.
Those two-man plays, the little baby pick and rolls, are chewing up the Lakers.
Olynyk's got 18. Miami back within 10. Markieff Morris to the free throw line. Davis looking to wheel and pass. Finds KCP. Down low to James. In position for the easy 2.
He may have gotten away with a 3-second. He was in there for a while, but a good pass.
115-103. Lakers again by a dozen. 5:10 to go. Butler from the right corner and a foul.
And it's Olynyk. Again, he's pestering the players. If Olynyk's on your team, you love him. But he's always mixing up with your body, and he gets himself right to the free throw line. They're in the bonus.
They should match up Kelly Olynyk with Dwight Howard. It'd be a perfect matchup.
Yeah.
Doris, check me on this. 29 straight free throws made by the Miami Heat here.
Correct.
Kelly Olynyk, 2 free throws. First one, I just jinxed it. He missed it. 29 for 31 here in game 2 for the Miami Heat.
You're right, Kesty. No, second part, you didn't jinx him. He missed it.
115-103, the Lakers. Olynyk second. A little flat, but it goes through, splitting the pair. 5:09 to go. Miami Heat without Dragic, without Adebayo, have made it interesting. Here's Markieff Morris at the top to KCP on the wing. Back to Markieff. Pass inside, tipped away by Iguodala. KCP had it for a moment, tipped away again and out of bounds. Lakers ball with 9 to shoot.
As the deflections, we talk about both these teams when they're playing well, really active on the defensive end.
James Capers heading over to the bench. There's 9 seconds on the shot clock and 4:55 on the game clock. I think the Lakers thought there might have been a timeout there.
LeBron, I thought, called the timeout. He walked over to the bench. James Capers is going over to try and explain something to Eric Spoelstra.
Eric is listening. This will be a side in for the Lakers after that deflected pass out of bounds. 9 to shoot. Frank Vogel will make a substitution here.
Whatever the official said to Eric Spoelstra, there was a look of absolute disbelief on his face. So I'm not sure he was picking up what the official was putting down.
Rondo in for Morris. Rondo will trigger. 9 to shoot. 4:55 to go. Leading by 11. Into AD, over to James. 5 to shoot. James on the arc against Butler. Back to the basket. Spins. One-legged 20-footer short. Rebounded by Iguodala.
Good defense by Jimmy Butler.
4:40 to go. Iguodala penetrates and kicks to Olynyk. Olynyk jump pass intended for Iguodala. Knocked down by AD. And as the Lakers are coming up floor, a foul against Miami's Andre Iguodala.
Kelly Olynyk is really hurting him now with his shot selection, a turnover there, a missed free throw. He's got to settle down.
Second team foul against Miami here in the fourth quarter.
It's a long way to go before the bonus for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's why it was an unfortunate foul. They got Iggy on it right away. I didn't think he was actually slowing the breakdown at all.
James Capers again for the second time is over. They reset the shot clock. It was at 20. They put it up to 24. And we have a timeout here at Advent Health Arena on the NBA campus at ESPN's Wide World of Sports. Game 2 has 4:36 to play. Lakers 115, the Miami Heat 104. Our instant analysis is brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Get a whole lot of
Zoom in weekday morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio, and on ESPN News. This was Jimmy Butler yesterday of the Miami Heat, knowing you're probably not going to have Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo heading into today's game. The question was, what's your level of optimism?
I think we gave one away last night. I know that we can do something special that nobody's expecting us to do, which is great. I think the group of guys that we have, we'll be locked in. We really care. We really want to win. And I think that's where all these nerves come in at. It's like you care, you're human. I'm excited about it, I am. do what we've been doing all year long.
Well, giving away a 32-point lead, that was interesting in game one way to put it. But tonight, down 18, they got it to single digits. It's 11, and there's only 4:32 left. Butler and the Heat have a chance. We go back to Orlando with PJ and Doris. Here's Kesty.
All right, Kev, thanks a lot. And they are still in this game. They haven't been able to get closer to 9, PJ, but here they are, down 11, 4:36 left.
Well, their defense stiffened. That's the thing that saved the Lakers right now because Miami was just on a tear. Both teams now struggling a little bit to score as both teams' defenses have gotten better. Miami can get in this, but they need stops, and the end of a stop is a defensive rebound. That's what I'm not sure they can come up with.
Anthony Davis hasn't scored in the fourth quarter. He's got 30. They go to Rondo at the free throw line, out to KCP on the wing. 9 to shoot. Toronto, short corner jumper, no. Anthony Davis was going for the offensive board, and Miami comes away with it. Kendrick Nunn, 4:10 to go. So there's stop number 1 for Miami, trying to get it back to single digits. Andre Iguodala finds Olynyk, tip of the circle against Anthony Davis. Dribbling with the right hand, looking for the handoff to Butler. Tapped away by James backcourt. Chased down with 5 to shoot. Butler into the front court with 2. Butler squares for 3, missed it. Rebounded by Rondo.
That wasn't a turnover. That was Kelly Olynyk's fault. His pass got deflected into the backcourt.
KCP a 3, back iron. Olynyk the rebound with 3:40 left.
Why shoot that shot? It's been a struggle all night. You're 1 for 10. Move the ball. You got 2 first-team NBA players with you.
11-point lead for the Lakers. Miami with it. 3.5 to go. Butler out on the right against Caruso. Going to back him down with 2 dribbles. A third. Jump pass to Olynyk. Shot clock at 5. Olynyk 1 dribble. Leans in against Davis. Chucks it toward the rim. Smacks against the backboard. LA the other way. James to KCP. Right corner Caruso. Bounces it inside to Davis. Poked away out of bounds across the baseline by Miami.
LeBron and AD are a combined 66% shooting. They've got 59 points. It might behoove you to find them.
I think that's why Frank Vogel just called a timeout. Might show his team a stat sheet saying, guys, they're both first-team All-NBA. Let's play through them.
Our instant analysis brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks, from discounts and benefits to added coverages. Call 1-800-FARMERS to learn more about policy perks from Farmers Insurance and get a quote today. As AD scoreless in the fourth quarter with 30, LeBron James with 29. Doris, you kind of hinted at it. A lot of three-point shooting here down with this double-digit lead.
And to me, listen, I understand you get enticed into some threes against the zone, Kesty, but I think it's an interesting thing to note that Rondo's in the game and they're deploying him at the free throw line. Excellent decision maker to try to find those 2 guys. KCP cannot pull a quick trigger early 3 with a lead like this.
They're closing in on 53-point attempts.
Wow.
They're 15 for 46, the Los Angeles Lakers. You would think they want the ball in AD or LeBron's hands, and you would think you would want them going to the rim, getting to the free throw line, or getting a high percentage shot. The Heat have only committed 3 fouls this quarter. They're sitting in their zone, begging them to take 3-point shots.
And on the other end, it seems like the Lakers have done a better job defending without fouling just the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, they have. And LeBron, that deflection was such a big play. He deflected Kelly Olynyk's pass into the backcourt. Jimmy Butler had to take like a 35-foot shot at the shot clock. Kelly Olynyk has had a very good game, but he's got to give them a little something now.
3:10 to go. Inbound to Rondo. Finds LeBron on the right wing. Back to Rondo. 115-104 Lakers. Inside, LeBron James spinning, turning, and connecting. James has 31.
And the Lakers have 52 points in the paint.
117-104. Lakers by 13, 2:50 to go. Butler on the three-point line against Caruso. Handoff to Hero. Hits the rolling Butler at the rim. Missed it. Jumps and gets his own tap in and puts it in.
LeBron James rotated over. He and Jimmy Butler collided in the air. Good no call, but Jimmy Butler was there to get the offensive rebound.
Back to an 11-point game. Lakers in front. Rondo 2.5 to go. Pass inside from Caruso intended for LeBron James. Kick ball.
They're playing with 3 outside. Rondo on top. Caruso on one wing, KCP on the other, and they got LeBron on the free throw line and AD on the baseline. They're trying to get it inside to those 2.
Here's a drive, Caruso to KCP, drives free throw line, pass to Rondo, off his hand, got it back, 4 to shoot. to James on the baseline left. A fadeaway on its way, no good. One-handed offensive board. Anthony Davis, and he's fouled.
Kelly Olynyk was trying to block him out, but AD had very good position right there. He boxed out Kelly Olynyk. Anthony Davis did a good job.
Only the 14th foul, 8th offensive rebounds for Anthony. He's got more offensive than defensive rebounds.
Yeah, 8 on the offensive end, 6 on the defense. Inbound, Alex Caruso has it. Right wing down to AD. Baseline jumper, in and out. Halfway down, offensive board, LeBron James. 2 minutes to go. Lakers by 11. Caruso drives, finds AD for the baseline cut slam.
Well, that's the difference. They just can't come up with the big defensive rebound when they need it, the Miami Heat.
16 offensive rebounds for the Lakers here in game 2. They lead by 13. None being bodied on the perimeter. With 1:48 to go, Iguodala feeds down low. Olynyk fouled, shot just missed. He'll go to the line for 2.
Got to get an and one out of that. That pick and roll again, though.
The slips are killing them.
Yep.
The Lakers cannot guard the slip. One of the things they're doing is they're trying so hard to not give up threes. They're switching everything, but every time the slip has been effective.
Kelly Olynyk will shoot 2 with 1:45 to go. Game 2 of the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio. Hits the first. Mark Kestisher, PJ Carlissimo, Doris Burke with you from Disney World as Jay Crowder comes in for Kendrick Nunn. No Goran Dragic, no Bam Adebayo here in game 2. Miami has fought tirelessly. They've not been able to get closer than 9. And a miss at the line by Olynyk, splitting the pair.
Can't afford it if they're going to get back in it.
119-107 Lakers. Rondo slowing it up with 1:35 to play. Rondo to KCP on the right, back to Rajon. Left of the circle, bounces it to James, flips it up with a scoop shot and in. 33 for LeBron.
Well, since the timeout, it's LeBron and AD shooting the ball or rebounding the ball. Frank Vogel made his point.
They've combined for 65, and that's usually lights out for the competition this year. Butler body drives the baseline, pass to the corner. Iguodala for 3. It's good with 1:14 to play.
Another Jimmy Butler assist.
Jimmy Butler with 13 dimes, but the Lakers have an 11-point spread. 121-110 coming up on a minute to go. Rondo taking his time between the circles. Right side pass Caruso. Alex ball overhead. Now puts it on the deck once. Finds Rondo into the corner. KCP. He'll shoot the 3 and he'll connect with 53 seconds to go. Might be a dagger as the Lakers lead by 14. The Lakers with 16 three-pointers. Olynyk takes the feed down low from Crowder and scores.
Jay Crowder with the great look inside. Now the Lakers are extending out to guard the 3, and the inside area is wide open.
Lakers have 31 threes in the first 2 games. They've shot 47 of them tonight. Finals record 47 for the Lakers. James Euros down the lane. Scoop shot no. Rebound by Olynyk with 20 seconds to go. Miami trailing 124-112. Here's Olynyk down the lane, laying it in with 15 seconds left. Shot clock is off. The Lakers can dribble it out. The underhanded Miami Heat gave them a test, but the Los Angeles Lakers going to take a 2-0 lead in the 2020 Finals. They beat Miami 124-114, 33 for LeBron, and 32 points for Anthony Davis.
They're nearly unbeatable if those 2 guys go north of 60 points. I believe there's only 1 loss in that instance, PJ, and after a ton of three-point opportunities by other guys, boy, LeBron and AD closed the door in the 4th period.
Well, I really thought the Miami Heat team outplayed the Lakers, but Anthony Davis and LeBron James are just too good, and they absolutely killed them on the offensive glass. You can't overcome that. I would love to see a somewhat healthy Bam Adebayo come back and maybe change that rebound discrepancy a little bit.
Well, that'll be the big story again for the next 48 hours to see how Bam's neck and shoulder is. That is a separate injury, 2 injuries in the same left shoulder neck area. Goran Dragic, anyone's guess with the torn plantar fascia, but for the Los Angeles Lakers, too much Anthony Davis and LeBron James. and a flurry of three-pointers, 16 for 47. Who is tonight's more driven player of the game?
I think Anthony Davis was the difference in the game. LeBron always plays well. There's no question about that. But Anthony Davis he refused to let his team lose. They could have been in trouble in the third quarter were it not for AD, and 8 offensive rebounds for Anthony.
And I agree with him, but I just want to make one point. I think Rajon Rondo's presence, particularly in the closing lineup, was significant. 16 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds. And when he is helping LeBron and AD make decisions, the Lakers are a much better basketball team. But Anthony Davis, definitely the player of the game.
And Anthony Davis, tonight's more driven player of the game, brought to you by Goodyear, helping you discover the road ahead. Goodyear, more driven. You make a great point, Doris. 16 points, 10 assists for Rondo, 3 3-pointers on a night that Danny Green was 1 for 8. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was 2 for 11 from 3. They end up with 16 threes, but the bench helped. Kuzma 2, Rondo those 3, Morris and Caruso also with 2 3-pointers each.
And I've got to just give a ton of credit to the Miami Heat. You know, we talked about leaning into your culture, to be physically and mentally tough, to keep your mistakes to a limited number. They only had 10 turnovers tonight. They get to the free throw line 34 times. I imagine that Frank Vogel is going to spend an awful lot of time at practice working on slips in the two-man games that absolutely lit up the Los Angeles Lakers tonight.
And the players that stepped up for Myers Leonard, very few minutes, but very productive. Tyler Hero played much better with 17. Kelly Olynyk was magnificent, 24 points, 9 boards. I just think he got exhausted. He made some mistakes late, turnovers, and not finishing inside. Kendrick Nunn was more good than bad. Andre Iguodala was solid. I thought the guys who had not been in the rotation really stepped up and played well. Where they couldn't compete was on the defensive glass, too many offensive rebounds, and no one, absolutely no one, to guard Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
And guess who that person is who can change both of those?
Starts with a B and an A, and we'll see if he can play in Game 3. 16 offensive rebounds, and we'll kind of wrap it up, Doris, where you began tonight. LeBron James, for the first time in his career, has a 2-0 final series lead.
That's been an incredible career, and it was mind-boggling to us that he had never had a 2-0 advantage in the NBA Finals, despite 3 titles and 3 MVPs. He obviously is gunning for his 4th championship with his 3rd different organization. That would be something else.
Halfway to title number 4.